Second game with Setien and the hype is still going. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at another preview, but this time around it's going to be a little bit different. Copa del Rey, we face Unión Deportiva Ibiza.
I wake up early in the morning, make a gas sweep. It's like I'm in the nether cause I can't sleep.
Against Barcelona Ibiza. We're going to Ibiza, man. I've never been to Ibiza, but you all know that they say that what happens in Ibiza stays in Ibiza. So hopefully we get a win. But that sounds more perfect for a loss, doesn't it? Like Barca losing Ibiza and it stays there. But no, I don't think we're gonna lose, and because Setien is gonna be doing three things that we're gonna be talking in this video. And let's start off right away then with number one. The very first thing that Setien has to do is very simple. More RIQUI push, please. More RIQUI push, please. He was so excited. I bet that when we all saw Setien put his arm around RIQUI push like this, we're all like, oh. We all had like a very little. It was super incredible. I was just very excited to see him finally enter the field after so many years of asking. It actually happened. And it's not like only for the sense of having him on the team because he's like, you know, the character of the new Barcelona generation. We're all hyped for that. No, it's because he actually did very well. There's a stat that RIQUI push entered in the 67th minute and already did more passes than the entire Granada team. I know Granada were parking the bus, but here against Ibiza, I do not see Ibiza attacking that much. So RIQUI push getting 90 minutes, he should be able to do a lot with the ball. He really should be. The interconnection, the association with the entirety of the team and the squad from a guy like this that only has been able to play with them in training is absolutely insane. It's a killer. And then more importantly, to have him recuperate, that's not a word in English, to recover the ball, with that intensity, with that pressure for the goal. It's something very positive that will bring a lot of kind of motivation to the team as well. And I think that more importantly, getting now into a second point, Arthur and De Jong benefiting with RIQUI push could be the best midfield we've seen in Barca since Iniesta, Rakitic and Busquets. I really do think that trio could take us and propel us forward. Because with Arthur and De Jong now at the command of Quique Setien, it will make a lot of sense. Quique Setien, of course, in the game against Granada, he started Busquets alongside Rakitic and Arturo Vidal, which was in some eyes a conservative decision, but in reality they played very well to try and put many numbers into the midfield and of course try to get and recover the ball very high up the field. That was super essential to be able to have the dominance of the ball for 82% possession of the game and be able to create more than 1,000 passes. All of that together was perfect. Why? Because we had that kind of new formation, which we're going to be talking later down in this video. But the most important thing here is that Rakitic and Vidal are not necessarily the best suited for that sort of role. And imagine now Arthur and De Jong, which are suited to that kind of fast moving, passing the ball, circulating it very quickly. They are suited for that. They're built literally for that sort of play. Just imagine what we will see in this game against Ibiza. But for the sake of Quique Setien as well, just seeing how different midfields work together, especially with a game like right now Ibiza, which is in la Copa del Rey, and we should honestly be able to win easily. It's time gain. It's time gain for him to try testing new things. Because let's remember that he just came in literally 1.5 weeks ago, which is not at all enough. Most managers, of course, will want to have a complete preseason to be able to test all of these things out already. That's why preseason actually exists. But this guy has to do preseason right now. He has to do preseason in the middle of the year, or the middle of the campaign. And he has a chance here at Ibiza so he can try out some things. That is why I honestly also think we're not going to be able to see such of a monumental kind of transformation of the team against Ibiza. We're not going to be seeing that many substitutions and that many players being rests. Because Setien needs these precious games to try out things that he wants for the future kind of more important games and fixtures down the road. That is going to be the key for everything of these first few games that Setien has. And even against Valencia, he could also try something else. We might see even a different change of system. And that already takes me to the third point. And that is that for Barcelona right now, getting back to the identity is the most important thing. If we play 3-5-2 or we play 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, that doesn't really matter. The style of Barcelona is not linked to the formation, and that is something that before many of us was scared, with Valverde, for instance, playing the 4-4-2, and it's not helpful that his tenure wasn't the best at doing that, but with Quique Setien now he has demonstrated a 3-5-2, which is completely different from a 4-3-3. It still works, and it's still proper. The thing that I really like about the 3-5-2, and while I encourage Quique Setien to continue playing it for more players that haven't got the chance against Granada to be tested in that system so that we can really know what will be the best players to play in those positions, it would be for him to continue that formation, to continue it. Play Semedo, for instance, for the right back, see how much he can help you as a defender, as a center back, and then when he stretches out as a right back when we are in defensive shape. All of that, we need to start testing them out. And Junior Firpo, by the very same way, perhaps Junior Firpo acts better as a center back and Semedo than for the right, and then we have a team that isometrically shifts us to the right hand side instead of the left one, with Semedo doing that work of going forward like Jordi Alba did against Granada and being a part of the midfield. All of these little tests, Setien has to nail them down. And the other thing that I want to see is Griezmann play for the middle, because in the game that we saw with Granada, Lionel Messi was a false nine, leaving Griezmann to be exposed with a lot of different wings, and he was okay at doing that. He played, I think, a very decent game, but didn't have enough of the kind of association that I would like him to. He's developing. He's reaching a good level, a decent level, but he needs to be world-breaking. The fee that we paid for him was world-breaking, and the very same way he's a world-breaking player. He's a World Cup champion, for God's sakes. Like, he needs to start. I don't think showing, because he has the quality to show it, but the system and the way that he plays or where he's positioned on the field has to help him. And in this game against Ibiza, I think that he will be the most veteran striker out there. Certainly, there's talks that Alejandro Marquez might be joining the team and getting a debut in Ibiza. He has been training a lot with the team these past few weeks. And Setien has been doing training every single day already scheduled for the rest of the week. So no rest for these players. Absolutely zero rest, full on intensity. So there is going to be Messi, for instance, not playing. Ansu Fati might not even play. We might see Marquez and Carles Perez, or we might see Abel Ruiz. Who knows? All of these decisions are up to Quique Setien, but what's certain is that the 3-5-2 must remain. Now, guys, I would like to know your decisions, your lineup. What do you really like from Setien? What do you not like from Setien thus far? And let me know in the comment box down below. Honestly, I have to say that for now, everything he's doing is what I would have done if I was the manager. So we're in the same wavelengths there, and I think he's doing the right process. We have to see further down the road if this team is going to be able to continue with that intensity. We know that the Quique Setien teams, they kind of fall and go astray a little bit. So if he can maintain this rhythm, albeit continue to be Barca manager as long as you can. But let's now face just Ibiza. Be happy to see more players getting the chances under Setien. And let's all be happy about it. Let's continue the hype going, you know? See you in the next one. Take care.